Hello everyone! How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh my god!
I wish I were a bird. Okay. Oh. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a very long time and I have my reasons. But in this video, in this part of the video, I actually want to give a quick update and then I'll just continue. This is my third time, or well, actually my third day trying to record this. So I hope this will be good. First off, the update, and that's, I had a new idea. I want to make reviews, game reviews, movie reviews, music reviews, whatever, maybe even flashlight reviews. 10 out of 10. Well, I'm gonna try a different approach because usually I give myself a schedule, but with this I actually don't want to because, well, most of the time giving myself a schedule actually takes away my motivation because sometimes I actually feel forced to make something, and that's also a big reason why I usually quit YouTube. So yeah, that's everything I actually wanted to say. So from now on, reviews or maybe different things, there's something I may come up with. I have no idea, but no schedule. I'll just record whatever I want and whenever I want. By the way, this is a bit different. I'm not used to actually using a professional camera. It's not really professional, but just using a camera which is not a webcam. So this is a bit different. The set might change because the background is really boring. But I tried to record this, well, I actually wanted to record this in my own room. But it's impossible because my room is like a square box, a bed, a desk, and one person fits in and not even a camera. So bad luck for me, but we'll see in the future. So I hope the audio is okay. I have better audio equipment upstairs, but I can't use it here. So before I start with the review, I have two disclaimers. This is my first review, so I hope I will improve throughout every video, but for now it might be a bit awkward, a bit not that good, but we'll see about that. I'll try to improve, I'll do my best, and yeah. Also, I wrote everything down about this review, but if I forget something, there is a possibility. I know myself, and sorry about that. But okay, let's just get right into it. So recently I bought a Nintendo Switch. Zero regrets, it's really fun. I already played Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and after that I was searching for a different game. I actually made a big, like a massive list of games that I want to buy for the Switch. I came across Fire Emblem Warriors. I hope it focuses. Game. Okay, this maybe. So I bought Fire Emblem Warriors. In most stores they actually sell it for 55 or even 60 euros, so I was like, no. But I came across a site and they sold this for 30 euros, so that was quite cheap. For people who know me, I'm a big Fire Emblem fan. I actually love the franchise, and I thought, you know, I need to have this one in my collection. So today I'll be giving you my review of Fire Emblem Warriors. Is it worth the price? Or should you just, should you not buy it? So I do want to say that I've never played a Warriors game. I actually haven't played a lot of hack and slash games at all. So take some criticism with a grain of salt. I'm sorry if I may offend you. I hope not. I have no idea why you should be offended. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So first I want to talk about the story. Well, to be honest, you shouldn't buy a Warriors game if you really care a lot about the story, because it's more about the gameplay, the hack and slash, but the story it is there, but it's not really the most fun part, I would say. They have cutscenes, which is pretty nice. They have a lot of dialogue, but in my opinion it's a bit rushed, and well, there's like a twist, but it's so cliche I couldn't care less. So yeah, the story is kind of weak, but okay, I guess. Okay, you start off the story by choosing either Leanne or Rowan. Those are which one you choose will actually become the main character of the game. In my opinion, it's quite useless because you'll unlock both eventually, and it doesn't change anything, I guess. It just changes the required character in a certain chapter, so I have no idea why they put that in, but okay. You choose either one of them, a cutscene begins, they'll fight because I have no idea, but at least Rowan doesn't want to be the king, he wants to be a knight, and then Leanne says, oh, but you can also be a knight and a king.
No way am I sitting on the throne. Let Leanna take it instead. I'm gonna be Aetolus's most powerful knight.
Well, I don't want it either.
You can also be a knight and a king.
You know I don't want to be both.
Eventually Darius or something, another royal prince, comes in and they have a training mission, and eventually monsters attack. They have to defeat the monsters and try to escape. It doesn't work out, the mother gets trapped. Is that a spoiler? It's literally the second cutscene, so I don't give a shit. And yeah, the mother gives them the shield of flames, and they'll have to collect all the gleam stones to defeat something. It's the final boss, but I'm not gonna spoil that. And well, throughout the game more older Fire Emblem characters come in, and that's pretty cool, and well, eventually you'll fight together and that's it, I guess. Something like that.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
So I completed the story in about 20 hours and 54 minutes. This is including AFK time. I had a lot of AFK time, I'll talk about that later. But after completing the story on normal, you actually unlock a new difficulty, which is Lunatic, and with the hard and Lunatic difficulty you can unlock more Anna's mementos, and I'll talk about that later. So there is replayability. So I didn't want to, but I also wanted to talk about this, and that's the sound and acting. Because the sound is really good. I noticed that they actually put soundtracks from older games inside this one, so I actually love that. It's amazing. I started playing in English. Eventually I switched to Japanese, which is also a cool feature that you can switch between languages, because the last time you could do that in a Fire Emblem game, it was in Fire Emblem Awakening. And after that they just removed the whole ability to do that. So next up, it's gameplay, and I talked a lot about gameplay, and first of all I'm gonna tell you that the game is very fun, but can be really repetitive throughout, well, this whole story. And that's also the reason that I have a lot of AFK time, because after 2 chapters or maybe 3, I thought like, okay, I need to take a break because otherwise I'm gonna think this game is really boring. Also, with repetitiveness, I'm also talking about the maps, because I noticed that they reuse the maps like a lot of times, not only in the story but also in history mode, which I'm also going to talk about later. But I have absolutely no complaints about the controls. I'm really happy about them. They're really good, except the lock on button. The L button works, but sometimes it really works against you, that I want to lock on a certain enemy and then he'll just switch my view like 180 degrees, and it's really annoying. Also, I haven't tried this, but 2-player co-op is a possibility. So I forgot to mention this before, but with repetitiveness I also wanted to say that in story mode every single chapter is the same mission. It's or seize all forts or defeat this certain commander, and it really that's also a reason why it gets really repetitive. Do have to say something positive, and it's really positive. I loved it, and that's that every single character has its own special moves. Every character has at least 2, and I only yesterday found out that they also have dual specials. So when you team up, which is also a possibility, I haven't used that a lot, but when you team up you can actually do a dual special, which is also kind of cool.
Let's see that Hoshidan force! Understood. Let's go, Prince of North! Prepare to face the full power of our secret skills!
Also, a really cool feature of this game is that whenever you start a battle or even throughout a battle, you can order your allies to, for example, seize a fort or attack a certain enemy, which is really, it gives you a strategic feel, and it gives it a strategic feel, and it just, I really like it. But it also has a really big downside, and I don't know if I'm the only one that has this, but there are times that I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I and certain other allies can attack this commander or enemy at the same time, but eventually when I order them to do it and they eventually, well, get there, I notice that they don't do anything when I'm in their range. And it's really annoying because they just stand there, they do nothing, and I'm like, okay, thanks for the help. By the way, you have support levels in this game, and I have nothing against support levels because I use them a lot in Awakening and I think even Fates. Some can actually get a relationship or something, and in game they like help each other out. So, for example, you dodge the attack of an enemy, but here it feels kinda useless. I haven't noticed anything special when you have a higher support level with a certain character, but the only thing that I notice is that you get a specific item from that character, and I don't know why they put that in, but okay. It sometimes takes a long time to defeat a champion or
he's pose-ass
character, and I don't know why. Maybe the developers thought, let's make it difficult. But no, when you give a character a larger health pool, it doesn't make it difficult. In my opinion, it even makes it annoying. Sometimes I forced myself to actually try to corner an enemy into a corner and just smash my X button. I do like that they put back the combat triangle. I think they didn't use that in Fire Emblem Echoes, the remake one, maybe because it was an older Fire Emblem, but they put it back here, and I kind of liked it because that's actually what I'm used to from Fire Emblem. Also, you have like Anna's mementos, and I already I already mentioned it before that when you finish the story you unlock more mementos, but these mementos are here so that you can, well, it's actually just a big picture that you'll eventually unlock, because every single memento is a piece of that picture, and you'll get those by, well, defeating an amount of enemies or a certain Anna's conditions. So yeah, she'll show up, you'll buy Anna's memento, and that's it. It's actually not that special now I think about it. There's also an MVP system. I really like that because the player or the character, the MVP, actually gets more XP, but also, I think it's the MVP, but they also get a little cutscene at the end of a chapter, like I'm the MVP, and it's quite fun. I like how self-conscious Camille is.
Sorry, darling. My eyes are up here.
The last point I wrote down about the gameplay is Ike ? I have no idea where's Ike. I don't even think he's in a DLC. It's weird. He's in every single Smash game. Where's Ike? Even though I already talked about some features, but okay. You have camp, where you can upgrade stuff, sell stuff. That's it. You have a skill tree. Don't want to talk about that too much. It's okay. The convoy is where you can actually, well, choose a weapon, but they have this optimize equipment thing. So usually I just used the optimize equipment button, and that's it. I was just too lazy to choose. I was just too lazy to choose the equipment, because there is a button to optimize the equipment. So why should I make it harder for myself if it's really easy? Also, they have master seals, of course, in every game. I don't like that the max level is level 99, but I also didn't like that the max level of a normal Fire Emblem character is level 20, so it's okay. I don't have any complaints about that. I just wanted to mention it. There's also a records hall where you can look at the warriors, you can look back at some cutscenes, which is nice. You can listen to music and just try different things. The most fun part about this game is not even the story mode. It's history mode. I don't know, it feels like it feels more like Fire Emblem, and the weird thing is in story mode every single mission is the same. You have either seize every fort or defeat a commander. But in history mode you have like arena or defeat that many enemies in a certain amount of time, or just a normal seize all forts or defeat the commander. And I don't know why they put so much variety in the history mode and not in the story mode, because for me the history mode is way more fun than story mode. It's cool to look back at battles from different Fire Emblem games, even though I only recognize 2. I'm still busy with history mode and it's really fun. I think that's probably my favorite part of the game. So yeah, if you buy this game you should play history mode, and if you play story mode, then I should just rush through it if I were you. So there is one little thing, like it's really tiny, but it's kind of weird from history mode, and that you have all these different well, enemies inside the map. But most of the time when you actually battle, well, enter a battle, you'll have to fight your own warriors, which I don't think is logical, but it's fine. I don't really care about that, but I just noticed it and I just wanted to mention it. So next I want to talk about the performance on the Switch, because people always say, oh, Switch is so weak, it's poop, it's caca. But no, the Switch is actually, it runs pretty good. You sometimes notice little frame drops, but it's totally fine. You'll hear the Switch working with this game if it's docked. Well, I think even with portable, I haven't played this a lot portable, but when it's docked you'll actually hear it work. Like the fan is actually busy. So yeah, I have zero complaints. The graphics are okay. You sometimes do notice like there are characters which are high detail, but then you look at a wall and it's like NES graphics. It's not that good, but
You say you'll beat him again, but...
Nice.
Still, I have zero complaints about the performance on the Switch. It's completely fine. Next up, overall enjoyment, which is really important. And as I said before, the game is very fun. It's a lot of fun. But it becomes very repetitive, especially story mode. I just noticed that after 2 or 3 chapters I'll just have to take a break for a while, and after that I can come back and play another 3 chapters. It's not how I like to play my games. Well, for example, Breath of the Wild, I just sat there for a whole week and until I finished the game. So I do feel a difference here, and so it's still fun. So the most fun is history mode. History mode is literally the best part of this game, and every single special move. But now my final rating. It was really hard to rate this, but okay, I was thinking about a 6 out of 10, but no, I can give it a 6 out of 10 because it is fun, especially because of history mode. So I actually wanted to give it a 6.5 out of 10, but I don't want to do the 0.5 stuff, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's a really good game, it becomes very repetitive, but it's still really a lot of fun. And after story mode, just play history mode. History mode is the most fun, and that's it. 7 out of 10, final rating. Yeah, so Fire Emblem Warriors is a good game. If you like warrior games, hack and slash, you should definitely buy it. Otherwise I should wait for a sale, or for if it's about 30 euros or maybe even 20, and then buy it. That was the video. It's my first review, so yeah, I hope I'll improve throughout the videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe so I get more motivation. Like this video, and I'll see you next time.
Sorry, darling.